Hey Smarties, Blair Imani here. I'm an author, educator, historian, and today we're going to get smarter. We have a question from a smarty named JC. JC says, Blair, why are LGBTQ plus people represented by the rainbow? Excellent question. Let's get smarter about it. Get smarter with Blair Imani. Today's lesson is brought to you by @LGBT on Instagram, run by my amazing friend Ray. LGBT is a curated community of like-minded people from across the LGBTQIA2S+ spectrum. LGBT is sponsoring me so I can create dedicated lessons on aspects of the LGBTQ+ community. I'm very excited to say that we have so much in the works, not just for Pride Month, but all year long. And today, we're learning about the rainbow flag. Pride flags. So let's get into that lesson. The rainbow. Oh, the rainbow. Okay, so I tried to find a definition about the rainbow that was concise and included things like light refraction and all the colors that are represented and how it's, white light, but all the colors. Anyway, I couldn't do it. So I just recommend you learn from what I learned from, which is season 3, episode 7 of The Magic School Bus. The Magic School Bus makes a rainbow. Sometimes I try to be Miss Frizzle, but only she can do it. But if you'd like to see me as Miss Frizzle, I did that cosplay as well. Okay, back to the lesson. To most people, the rainbow symbolizes the LGBTQ+ community, and it's been that way all of my life, and I was born in 1993. And I always thought it was because the LGBTQ+ community, we're a spectrum of people, we're vibrant, and heck, rainbows are cool. So I was happy and really never questioned why rainbows symbolized us until JC asked me this question. So let's break it down. How did we get here where the rainbow flag symbolizes the LGBTQ+ community? Well, we can thank artist Gilbert Baker. In San Francisco in 1978, he and other folks created the first rainbow flag. Every color on the spectrum represented something important. Let's go through those colors now. Hot pink symbolized sexuality, and importantly, it was a way to pay homage and to honor the long history that related to a pink triangle being used by Nazis during World War II to target, harass, and harm LGBTQ+ people. Just like the word queer has been used as a slur but is now being reclaimed by the community, the pink triangle has a long history of being reclaimed from a symbol meant to shame and dismiss to one meant to organize and empower, most notably by the organizers at ACT UP. Red symbolized life. Orange symbolized healing. Yellow symbolized sunlight, taking LGBTQ+ people out of the shadows and out of the closet and into the open. Green for nature, demonstrating that LGBTQ+ people are not anomalies. We're as natural as the rainbow that represents us. Turquoise for magic or art. Indigo for serenity. Violet for spirit, and today, violet is still used for Spirit Day, a day against bullying which lands in October in the US. As reproductions of the flag were made, hot pink, indigo, and turquoise were scarce, and couldn't be reproduced consistently, so those colors were cut. Instead of turquoise and indigo, we got a solid royal blue. And today we have the 6 colors in the rainbow, which represents the LGBTQ+ community today. But there's way more than that. And in chronological order, let's meet some of these additional queer flags. In 1998, Michael Page created the Bisexual Visibility Flag, or Bi-Pride flag. Statistically, bisexuals make up the largest proportion of the LGBTQ+ community, so we deserve notice. Instead of having bi-erasure, where we are dismissed and disbelieved, bi-visibility is where we are uplifted, and we have our own flag to elevate and celebrate us. In 1999, trans artist Monica Helms created the Transgender Pride flag. Now, similar to the Bi-Pride flag and the reasons for that, the transgender community is often erased, dismissed, and completely excluded from the LGBTQ+ community. This is unacceptable, and the trans pride flag is key because similar to the bi-pride flag, similar to the LGBTQ+ flag, it's a way for folks to centralize, elevate, and celebrate this important and crucial part of the LGBTQ+ community in a centralized and dedicated way. In 2017, black and brown were added to the traditional 6-color pride flag. This was done by Amber Hikes with the More Color, More Pride flag, sometimes also called the Philadelphia Pride flag. Now, of course, in the rainbow there isn't brown and black, but Brown and Black people are very much erased from this movement. We're part of it. We're here, we're queer, get used to it. And Amber Hike's flag acknowledges this. It was made very popular by Lena Waithe wearing it at the Met Gala, and it's a key step toward intersectionality because yes, even in queer spaces, LGBTQ plus spaces, there is still white supremacy at work. So to dismantle it, we have to focus on the folks who are sometimes erased even within our own movements. And now let's hear from the creator of the More Color, More Pride flag, Amber Hikes.
Our community is expansive and intersectional, and our liberation must be rooted in equity and justice.
In 2018, Daniel Quasar, a Portland-based artist, created 2 chevrons added to the 6-color flag, including the transgender pride flag, including the colors black and brown from Amber Hike's More Color, More Pride flag. We've gotten smarter about the 6-color pride flag, the transgender pride flag, the bi pride flag, Amber Hike's More Color, More Pride flag, and Daniel Quasar's incorporation of the trans pride flag and elements of Amber Hike's flag, plus the original. But that's not nearly it. Let's have some graphics on screen so you can truly see the diversity of representations and symbols for the LGBTQ plus community. Thank you so much to Kate Pinto for these illustrations. Let's name them all. There are so many different flags. The original pride flag, the pride flag that we use today with 6 colors, intersectional pride, transgender pride, lesbian pride, bisexual pride, intersex pride, non-binary pride, polysexual pride, asexual pride, pansexual pride, and progress pride. So we've gotten a lot smarter, and I hope that you learned something new. That is the whole point. And maybe there's a flag that I didn't include that you know about that I don't. Please, let's chime in the comments below. Thank you so much to JC for helping me get smarter. I didn't know why the rainbow represented us. I kind of assumed it's because we're so vibrant, because rainbows are cool, because we're a spectrum, because nobody else was really using it, even though that's not totally true. More on that potentially later if you want to hear about it. Anyway, if you'd like to ask a question, you can go to blairimani.com/questions and submit your question there. Thank you again to LGBT on Instagram, and let's chime in below. Do you have any additional questions? Is there an aspect of this that you didn't previously know about? Please let me know. Let's engage, let's chat, and check out my other videos at youtube.com/blairimani. Well, Smarties, that's another episode of Get Smarter with Blair Imani. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so that you can be the first one to comment on my posts. And while you're here, check out one of my previous videos. Let's keep it going.